In a baking scrubland of wind-blown desert, 350,000 people live in limbo, in a temporary camp that's been here 25 years. Those who live in Dadaab survive on aid, aren't allowed to work or leave the camp, unless it's to go back home. Gamana Salat was 14 when she arrived in 1992, soon after the camp opened. Today she's leaving with her 7 children, all of whom were born here and have never left.
When I arrived here, life was good, but now the living conditions have deteriorated. That's why I am going back.
She fled a civil war which drove hundreds of thousands from their homes. Then foreign troops fought Al-Shabaab. They are still a threat, now using suicide bombs and terror attacks. Most people think it's just too dangerous to go home, and so remain trapped here behind the thorns. Zamzam Harir Yusuf is 19. She was born here and has never left this camp. The difference between the camp and Somalia, she said, is you get education here, but after school there are no jobs. And it's not safe. You can easily be killed in these camps, she said. Zamzam is hoping she can get a scholarship to study in Canada.
Well, this is one answer to the question of how you deal with hundreds of thousands of refugees or migrants arriving in your country. But are temporary camps that have been here a quarter of a century and are now the size of cities a solution, or actually a model of how not to deal with mass migration?
That's much.
Fingerprinting is used to allocate food rations, but they have been reduced as international funding is going elsewhere. Donors like the European Commission believe good education is vital, but stopping the migrant crisis means tackling why people left.
This is why I think it's very important from the first stage to deal with the root causes. Otherwise, it's inevitable to see this phenomena not only here, but maybe in the Northern Africa, in Turkey, in Lebanon.
Some people are heading back to a very different Somalia, but leaving can be even harder than remaining a refugee. Alastair Leithead, BBC News, Dadaab in Kenya.